I win the weather competition at 20 degrees. Nobody else followed me after that, so I'm going to take the win. It's Monday, start of a new working week, 17th of June, and believe me, absolutely elated about today's superstar that we're going to be interviewing on Gas. Really, really am. But before we do that, let me do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I want to welcome everybody on Facebook Live. Nice to have you guys on board, it really, really is. If you're a first time viewer, tell you what, why not do this? Why not sub, thumb, bell? Bingo. Bell notifications when we do get important people, much like today's artist, TBelly, is in the house. We're going to be talking to Russell. You're going to love this, you really are. And believe me, this band, this man comes from pedigree. Tell you a little bit more about it very, very shortly. Thank you, Sarah. And absolutely love what we're going to be going through today. You will love it. You really, really will. But I tell you what, we've been playing it. You've been asking for it. So let's kick it off here, coming out of Brighton in the UK, is TBelly. Check it out. Here's Lightning Tree. So that gives us a minute or two to get to know each other. Well, about 4 minutes anyway. Take the young lady for it. Thank you. Awesome. I live on coffee.
Yes, I'm a bit of a coffee. Not at this time of the evening, but during the day, I'm definitely a coffee person. Yeah,
I think it's the third food group around here. I really do. Dear. So, Slade, this is going back in the day.
They are, yes. Oh, they do. Should I say? I'm not an original member, obviously.
Right.
Because I'm not. I've only been doing it for about 5 years, I think. 6 years now.
Okay. Wow, it's still fantastic.
Still very fantastic.
But we have Dave, our only original member now is Dave Hill.
Yep. Yeah, he's the guitarist, isn't he?
Well, he certainly is, yes.
Yeah,
he is, yes.
And
it's it's great fun.
Awesome. Just trying to get this up, Barbara.
One of my favourite bands is Slade. I don't know.
Oh, right.
Again.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, at the same time, you're with the Bay City Rollers as well. Yeah.
I was with Les McEwen for 16 years.
Wow. So, what I'm going to ask you, we're not going to talk about this today. We're interviewing TBelly. But, Russell, how would you like to come back and talk more in depth about the past with Slade and with the
I'm absolutely quite. I'm up for doing that. That's not a problem. Yeah.
Awesome. Because
believe me, I'll talk about either of those.
I would love to give you your proper respects there, if you know what I mean. And this is something that they would certainly, our audience would certainly love to be able to know about, if you know what I'm saying. So, would love that. Really, really would. But today we're talking about TBelly, and it is such an honour to meet you, sir. Believe me, our family is, and literally our listeners, are going nuts over your work.
Well, that's nice to know. Excellent.
In fact, how many countries are tuned in right now?
162 today.
162 countries tuned in right now. Good. Like it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
I want to give the BBC a run for their money. Hey, listen, I sent a Kiwi over there, and he became the best radio announcer and host in England. And I trained him.
Who's that then?
Philip Schofield.
Oh, okay. Blimey.
Yeah, I trained him.
Oh, right.
Do you remember back in the day there used to be a pirate ship that used to go out and broadcast in England?
Caroline?
The Caroline, yep. Well, I worked on a pirate I worked on a pirate ship here in New Zealand called for Radio Harity, which actually sunk It really did. But we had the same deal going on, you know, crazy with the mast, so bloody high and the high seas and stuff. It was whipping from side to side. It was crazy, it really was.
I'll bet, yeah.
But,
I used to listen to Caroline when I was a kid.
Yeah, ours was called the Terry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it got me through a lot of nights, Caroline.
That's right. I got to turn the mic on, don't I? Yeah, silly me. I've turned everything on except the microphone. Good morning. Nice to have everybody on board. And I'll just take the gain out a little bit. Anyway, today, absolutely elated. Let me get this microphone right. It's one of those days today. It really, really is. And today we're talking to a young man coming out of Brighton. Brighton by the sea too, by the way. It's been a while since I've been there. And absolutely elated to talk to Russell from the band TBelly. Now, Russell, welcome to Galaxy.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Yeah, and good morning to you as well. It doesn't seem like my device is getting up, so I'm going to have to use yours, Barbara. Francesca's on board. The same with Michael Zdanowicz coming out of course, Orlando, Florida. He's been following us on this one this morning. John Nikoloff as well. I'm just going to move this so I can get a better view of it. Literally, Sonny Morgan is joining us. Chris Andreas, nice to have the brother man coming out of Vancouver on board, and the boss is on board as well. So today, let me explain this. Today we're talking to Russell Keefe from the band TBelly. Now, we've been playing TBelly here at Galaxy for some time. But Russell does come from pedigree. Now, we're very, very quickly going to talk about that. He plays and has played in the past in a band called Slade. You may remember them from back in the day. Also with the Bay City Rollers. So, okay, that's the pedigree out of the way. My friend, it is an honour to meet you.
And you as well. And you as well, sir.
Now, we opened up the show with Lightning Tree. Now, I don't know whether you would remember this, but well, back in the day, every time I hear Lightning Tree or a name called Lightning Tree, kind of takes me back to the Follyfoot days.
Oh, I'm not sure I know what that is, I'm afraid.
Okay, it used to be a television program back in the day, and of course the theme of it was called Lightning Tree because the lightning hit this tree. It was about a black horse, actually.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah.
But, yeah, every time I see the name Lightning Tree, it takes me back to those days. But this is a whole different kind of meeting, so I think we better get down and dirty on this one. And, well, tell me about the lyrics of this.
Oh, blimey. That's what it said. Because I go away quite a lot. Go on the road quite a lot. And I suppose it's just that phone call thing, you know. There's not much you can do to help somebody when you're on a different continent. It's sort of that sort of thing.
Right.
And how you get down to help someone if you're away.
Yeah, absolutely. I get that. I really, really do. Well, I've got to be honest with you. A number of people have been requesting this, and believe me, I'm very, very impressed. In fact, 1,541 requests for Lightning Tree since we've been playing it here at Galaxy. Howard Bellamy is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Howard. It really, really is. Of course, iconic member of the Bellamy Brothers is joining us. Also, Mark Willardell.
Okay.
Nice to have you on board as well, Mark. It really, really is. And looking forward to new work coming out of your camp very, very shortly. Now, tell me about the name TBelly. Where did this come from?
Well, I used to work in television. I worked on a show called The Bill.
Okay.
Which famous police drama. You may have get it in New Zealand. They don't make it anymore. It's finished. And I just started the band. And we were standing around the tea point where, you know, you go and get cups of tea. And a friend of mine said, "Oh, I've got a proper tea belly," because he'd been drinking a lot of tea. And as I was trying to think of a name, I thought, well, that works, because, you know, the belly thing works for the blues. There's lots of, you know, somebody belly. So I thought, well, that's brilliant, T-Belly. So that's where it came from.
Oh,
A friend of mine saying he was full of tea.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the people the good people in the UK like tea over coffee.
Oh, yes.
Those in the United States, if you know what I mean. So totally understandable. Now, at the same time, my friend, believe me, I'll Get You Home is starting to climb up the ranks. It really, really is. This one's getting right up there. 1,611 requests since we've been playing it. What makes this so special? How come?
Oh, well, that's when my mum was in a home. My dad used to go and see her every day. And it's sort of about that, because it's one of these things where you don't like to, if you're going to write a song about something, don't actually say what it's about, but sort of skirt around the edges a little bit and wax lyrical about it rather than saying the actual thing. So it's about that, really. It's about my dad going to see my mum in when she was put in a home many years ago.
Absolutely understand. So joining us live, of course, is the man himself out of the band, TBelly. Yes, we're talking about Russell, and here, I'll Get You Home at Galaxy. So Russell,
Yep.
the bands that I've associated you with just lately, of course, Slade and the Bay City Rollers, what made you get into blues?
Into?
Blues.
Oh, right. Well, I've not really been into the blues so much, but the bands that I've liked when I was a kid were blues based.
Right.
Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Dr. Feelgood, things like that. And also my voice fits it. That version of my voice fits it very well. Yeah, and that's it. That's why, really.
Because
that's
honestly,
sort of
I only found out this morning that you were with Slade and with the Bay City Rollers. I had no idea, but we've been working literally on TBelly as TBelly, no pedigree involved, until Barbara informed me this morning. And I instantly went, well, hold on, these guys are rockers through era. You know, these are iconic bands. Why the blues? What was the big swing shift?
I mean, the things with Leslie, because I was in Les McEwen's band, who was a singer in the Rollers, and I was a paid session person, even though I was in the band for a long time. And it's the sort of, you know, it's the same with Slade. You know? I mean, I get paid to do a job. It's a job that I really enjoy because the music's obviously fantastic. But the blues thing, it definitely comes from bands like Purple.
Right.
And that sort of blues.
Yeah,
not your sort of proper original blues sort of type thing, because other people do that much better than I would.
Sure.
And it's not something I'm interested in doing, really.
Honestly, Russell, I just looked at it and went, well, that is a huge swing shift over iconic.
Oh,
it really is. I had to ask. Yeah, I did have to ask.
When I was a kid was Alice Cooper.
Oh, okay.
Alice Cooper was my favourite band when I was a kid.
Yeah, well, I actually met Alice. I've had the pleasure of shaking his hand.
I've met Alice, yeah.
Well,
I don't know if you know, because on the last album, Dennis Dunaway played bass on the title track.
Okay. No, I didn't know, but okay.
He was the bass player in the Alice Cooper group.
Ah, right.
And Dennis played, luckily got Dennis, fortunately, Dennis agreed to play on the track which he did, which was fantastic. Because he was a massive hero of mine. So.
Awesome. Well, I actually met him in England, and I used to work in England in a nightclub in England called Circus back in the day. Church.
Oh, okay.
And there was an Australian, New Zealand nightclub. If you wanted to get in there, you had to go with a Kiwi or an Australian. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I've forgotten to turn the mic on again. There we go.
Does it all the
And
time.
we'll just, please, yep, can we do that? Thank you. Very cool. But in the meantime, we're talking to Russell coming out of the band TBelly today, and literally we've been playing him now a few weeks, quite a few weeks in fact, and he's picking up momentum from every corner in the world. I want to say hi to Sean Simpson as well. Noah Reinhardt is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Noah. And, well, looks like I've lost the comments again. There we go. No,
Joe Levy's there.
Joe Levy's there as
Jerry
well.
Van Cannon.
I don't know where the comments go to. You're going to have to find them for me, please, Barbara. But in the meantime, we're talking to Mr. TBelly, the man himself. And I was just discussing, you know, back in the day, some of the bands that he has been playing with in the past is vastly different from doing the blues and what was the swing shift. Now, I tell you what, when you go back and watch this, you'll get those answers. You really, really will. Having said that, Mr. TBelly Blues. Now, this is a great track. Where did this come from? Is this again connected to the TBelly name and the origins of that?
Yes. And also it's you know, a lot of blues songs are, you know, they have that repetitive edge to them, and it's about the little fellow on your shoulder telling you to do naughty things. And getting a bit cross with you when you don't.
Yeah, I get it. I really do. Well, let me tell you, 1,499 requests for this and climbing. Believe me, every day I get to see your name on the list, literally on the breakfast show. So believe me, loving this. Here is Mr. TBelly Blues with Mr. TBelly. Gosh, it's hot in here. Right, who else have we got online this morning? We've got Jeremiah. Jordan Ash is joining us. Nice to have you on board, Jeremiah, and thank you for your music. Looking forward to meeting you very, very shortly for an interview as well. Terry Van Cannon. Hello, mate. How are you, my friend? Coming out of North Carolina.
He said he used to play Slade in high school.
Oh, Terry used to play Slade in high school. Okay, fair enough. Francesca is joining us. There's that mysterious 11 others. Mr. 11 others, please stand up. Let us know who you are, literally. Have you ever gone to do these interviews and stuff, and there's always something that says 13 others or 5 others or something like that, and you never know who these people are?
No, you never know who they are, no. There's a lot of people called others.
Yeah, there is. There really is. In almost every country in the world I get this, you know, but they're numbered. They're numbered. This is Mr. 11 others is joining us today, so the mysterious Mr. 11 others really, really is. While I've got you here, and I tend to ask everybody this because I'm actually trying to come to the bottom of the myth.
Here we go.
Are you by any chance a vegetarian or a vegan?
No, my partner is.
Okay, all right. Well,
Our diet is mainly vegetarian.
okay, well, you might be the person to ask now. Have you ever tried a vegan sausage?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Okay, are they made out of real vegans or not?
They are made out of real vegans.
Thank you. Finally. Thank you. I've been trying to figure this one out for a long time, literally. Here's one you might be interested in. I was doing an interview with some executives from Johnson & Johnson. You know the product, right?
Okay.
And I held up a bottle and I says to this chappie, baby oil, right? And he goes, yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I went, how many babies goes in a bottle? End of conversation straight. He's banned me. I blacklisted. They won't return my calls, my emails, my texts, nothing. Yeah. And I simply just wanted, really, I reckon about 5 rather large ones reduced down.
Yes, quite possibly. Quite possibly.
Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Talking to a fellow Englishman the other day, he was telling me about propaganda, the word propaganda. Yeah, apparently it's an Englishman having a good look.
Having a what?
A good look. He's having a propaganda.
Oh, a gander.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
I always thought it was...
I thought you said propaganda, and I thought, that's not right.
Yeah. Well, apparently it is now. Dear. See, get it from an Englishman. He'll tell you, right? Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely.
Gosh, dear. So, have you got any new stuff in the can? Have you got anything coming out in the near future?
TBelly stuff, not at the moment. I also do electronica. I've been doing electronica for years as well. So I've just finished an album of that, which I'm going to try and put out. I do have some stuff, but it's not written yet. So.
Okay. Well, 30 seconds. Let's go back to the desk. That's right, you're right here at galaxy107fm, and today we're talking to Russell from the band TBelly, and absolutely loving it, of course, coming out of Brighton. And Brighton, is the pier still there? Are they still having events and everything on the pier in Brighton now?
One of the piers is still there. The other one's corroding as we speak.
Okay.
But the main pier's still there. Oh, yeah.
That would be the old wooden one, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Because you've put up since then, a concrete one, really, isn't it?
No, there's only one that's actually working now, because the one burnt down. I don't know when it burnt down. But that burnt down ages ago. But the other one's still going strong.
Okay, fair enough. The last time I was there, I used to go and take care of the festivities, get on the Ferris wheels, all that sort of stuff. Well, you know, it was a lot of fun. Very carnival area.
They still have all that stuff.
Okay,
They still have all that stuff.
That's cool. That really is. Franco Nanucci is joining us. Nice to have Franco on board as well. And say hi to your young man. Of course, we're talking about Rock Flowers. Gosh, he's growing up. I saw a photo of him the other day. Well done, he's growing up. He really is. Looking forward to meeting up with him again in the near future. Now, Russell, I was just asking you if you got anything new in the can coming up with TBelly, but you've got yet another... Aren't you exhausted? How many bands are you with?
Well, it's not really the electronica thing. It's just my stuff. So that's what I've been doing. That because my dad used to listen to a Japanese guy called Tomita.
Okay.
When I was a kid, and that sort of switched me on to electronica. So I do that. I also do a thing called the Skeleton Twins, which is I just put out stuff that it's not genre specific. It's just whatever I feel like putting out, I'll put it out. So that's called the Skeleton Twins. So I do that as well. What else do I do? Can't remember now. That's about it, I think, for the moment.
Well, unfortunately, see, for me, I'm limited to one skill, and that's pretty much talking to people, if you know what I mean. I don't have the talents. And believe me, Russell, I'm very, very envious of anybody who can do the job that you can do. You know what I mean? So, as an engineer...
I also engineer stuff as well in my studio. So I've got a hip-hop producer I work with, and he's just had a new single come out last Friday, which we finished about a week ago.
Okay.
So I do that as well, which I really enjoy doing, actually. It's engineering, something that I've really enjoyed over the years.
How would you like to pass on some of that work as well to us, so that we can possibly get some of that over the airways as well?
Yeah, I could have a word with him, and I'll have a word with him.
Nice, and maybe...
It's all out there. It's all out there on Spotify and all that, and all those sort of things. So
sure.
I'll have a word with him.
Absolutely brilliant. And maybe, just maybe, we might be able to do an interview with that young man as well.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. That would be great, it really would. My boss is nodding away going, yep, absolutely, let's do that.
Yep.
And I got to admit, you'll get a copy of everything we do today, my friend, and if you hang in there
Okay,
after we do this, of course the staff are going to rush the monitors, take some photos. Barbara will put it all together in a movie, and believe me, Russell, I usually say to people, okay, fair enough, show it to friends and family, they'll automatically love it because it's you, right? But what I say to people is show it to people you don't like. Now, it's a two-way...
I don't think there'd be many of those.
Yeah, well, it's a two-way street because normally then that puts a fire under their tuchus and they're getting in touch with us saying, hey, I got a band as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I like drumming up business. You see, Barbara gets about 200 submissions a day, which is just phenomenal. She's got to be very, very, well, how do you put this?
Yes, I can imagine.
She gets out a red pen. But I think 200 submissions a day is not enough to keep Barbara busy. So I keep trying to drum up more business for her so that it just keeps her on her toes, really. I do. So if you've got a band, get in touch with Barbara. You never know, you might get here. You've got a few hoops to jump through, but it does happen. Look, Russell's with us, literally. And Russell, I've got to be honest with you, around the world, you have been catching people's imaginations. Now, I've got Da 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 coming up, which is your most requested track, but before that, I've got Me and You. Now, this one, and I'm not kidding you, this one is up around 1,700 requests right now, 1,735 and climbing. So, I've got a young man coming out of Palermo, Italy. His name is Dion. He's saying, as a young artist myself, what sort of advice would you give me to be able to get to the level that you're at right now?
Get older.
That's true.
I don't know. I've been doing this for a long time, so
I know.
and I've been writing music since I was little. So it's just what I've been doing. I've been in bands since I was 16.
Sure.
And I'm a bit older. I'm a bit older than 16 now.
A little bit.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Yeah, just a little
No, I
bit.
don't know.
It's just doing it.
Just
It's all just doing it.
Yeah.
There's no shortcut to it. There isn't.
Exactly.
You just have to do it and love what you do. That's the thing.
Love that. Really love that. Usually I tell people to follow their dreams. Don't listen to the naysayers. They're not their dreams. They're your dreams. Believe in your dreams because your dreams believe in you. Follow that and go succeed. Literally. In the meantime...
yes, that's very true.
In the meantime, Me and You, please tell me a little bit about this because, 1,735 requests. That's quite a phenomenal amount.
It is. That's quite good, actually, isn't it? You know what? I can't actually remember what got me to writing this, really, to be fair. Because sometimes you can't. So I don't actually know. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. There's been so many different tunes that you go, oh, what made me write that one? And to be honest, you forget.
I
just forget what it was.
I fully understand that. So joining us live, of course, is Russell from the band TBelly here at Galaxy. Here's Me and You. How are you feeling, Russell?
Right.
It's all...
Yeah. Right, because that's not on an album, is it?
No.
That's why I was thinking.
I think this is one of your later ones, isn't it?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's one. Was it? So, I mean, to be fair, that was just a demo, really.
Well, it's your second most requested track.
That's all me doing that.
Okay, well, honestly, work well done, Russell. It's your second most requested track.
Yeah, well, blimey. I wrote that a very long time ago. That's why I can't remember what it's about.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote that 10 years ago. maybe.
Oh,
Because I really like harmonies.
Right.
When I was a kid, I liked the Carpenters,
Yep.
stuff like that, and that's why maybe I wanted to write something with, because that's got a lot of harmonies in it, big harmony choruses and stuff, and it's just a vehicle to do stuff like that really.
Well, I tell you what, it's made a connection with our audience. Literally, it really, really has.
That's really fantastic.
How many cities are tuned
Fantastic.
in?
Cities. 5,342.
5,342 cities tuned in right now.
Excellent.
Well,
Hello, 5,000.
well, I tell you what, Russell, the number you do want is at the end of this. And I'll tell you why. We don't know how many people are listening, but we know how many devices are connected in, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
There could be
Yeah,
10 people to one device, or it could be one person to one device. But
Oh, I see.
that's the number you want to hear, because believe me, there's a lot there in the
Oh, okay.
comparison. It
Cool.
really is.
Cool.
After we finish this, because we have Da 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 next, that's the last one we're going to do for today. But after that, I want to have a chat to you off air, how we can promote
cool.
you a little bit more, and give you a little story that may interest you, because it involves travel. It involves a country that has never heard your music before, and or any of Galaxy's artists before, but we're breaking into this market. It involves a Prime Minister. Okay? So
Oh, okay.
hang in there and I'll tell you the story.
Okay.
It sounds like a fairy tale, but it really happened. And we're still
Oh,
sitting
right,
there
okay.
going, holy hell. You know what I mean? We really are. So I'll tell you more about it. Glenn Stillstone is back. Nice to have you back, Glenn. Thank you for watching all of our interviews just lately. It's nice to meet you. Really, really is. And you never know, we might meet one day in an interview ourselves.
yeah, again.
Again. Okay. We have 50 seconds. Oh, we've still got 50 seconds.
You got your mic on.
I haven't got my mic on. No,
Not yet.
not yet. Don't need it.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I also did there was another band that I played with. I did a tour with if you remember a band in the 60s called the Pretty Things.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I did a tour with them, only one tour. But that was again a different, because they were quite a bluesy, British blues band.
Yes.
Psychedelic blues band.
They were too, yeah, I remember. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to Russell from the band TBelly, and absolutely loving his work. And Russell, you say you're an engineer now. I've been an engineer now for about almost 47 years, giving away a bit of my age, I'm going to be honest with you. And from time to time, you see, I hear bands every day, I talk to bands every day, I talk to artists every day, but from time to time, certain music just stands out. It just takes your imagination. You want to know more, and that's what's happened with Da Da Da. Now, not only with me, because as soon as I heard this, I went, oh no, this one's going to go through the roof. And it has. It really has. You're way up around 3,700 requests. This one has gone ballistic.
Excellent.
Every morning I see your name on the sheet, literally. Now, as I said to you, I get to work about 9:30 at night. I got to go past reception, and there, Sarah, my wonderful receptionist, she leaves out 3 USB devices for me. One is
Okay.
statistics, gives me how we performed for the day in a 24-hour period. The other one, of course, is emails and, stuff that CEOs have to take care of, paid wages, stuff like that. And the last one, simply named noise. And this is where the requests come in from our audience per artist, per track, if you know what I mean. Now, believe me,
Yeah, gotcha.
every day I see TBelly on that list. I can't get through a breakfast show without at least having that included every morning. Now, Russell, I hold you responsible for this happening
Hold my hands up for that one.
around the world. They have connected to Da Da Da. What made you make this track? How come it's so successful?
Honestly, I've no idea. It was the demo that has been hanging around for years and years and years. Because I've got loads of demos of songs that I've done that I didn't quite get there for us, but didn't get on an album because there's been 2 TBelly albums and they didn't quite make it for whatever reason. And Da 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 was one of them. And then I thought, well, I've always liked it. And I'd always go back to it and go, oh, we should do something with it, I should do something with it. So I eventually did, and I got Connor Baxter, who played guitar on the last TBelly album. I sent him the track. I said, put your magic on this, which he did. And then I mixed it all here. And that's it, really. It was, it was just a demo that I thought, I've got to get this out because I really like it. I really like it as a song. But it was a demo that just nearly got left behind, to be fair.
We've been avalanched by requests with this. We really, really have. Now,
It's always the same.
Before I play this, I've been reminded by my boss, how do we get in touch with you? Give us the media links. Are you on what platforms? Will you say hello if somebody, reached out to you?
Of course, yeah, completely. Facebook, TBelly Official, TBelly Band Official, or TBelly Official, should I say. I've got a website, which is keefyboymusic.com, and that's got all my music on it. It's got my electronica, it's got TBelly, it's got Skeleton Twins, it's got stuff I've done for a couple of films, and loads and loads of stuff, engineering stuff. It's a big old website. Keep Your Boy Music. I'm on Spotify. TBelly's on Spotify, Apple, all those sort of things. All the platforms. It's on everything. YouTube. All the videos are on YouTube. All the TBelly videos. And, there's some Ishla, which is my electronica thing. There's videos of that on there as well. So a lot of stuff.
Absolutely fantastic. And Jessica Falk is joining us. Nice to have you on board, sweetheart, and welcome back to Galaxy. So, let's take it to the pinnacle of the show. Today, the most requested track here at Galaxy for TBelly is Da 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 Da. Gosh, it's hot in here. How you feeling, my friend? You okay?
Yeah, good. Yeah, very well, thanks. Yeah, very good.
Awesome. We're about to wrap this one up after this. And,
yeah, cool.
No
problem.
Of course, I thank you for your patience. Now, do you remember Darth Vader?
From Star Wars?
Yeah, well, that's like, you remember his sword? Well, that's like this thing here. I've got to get out of the way of Barbara, otherwise I might lose an appendage, you know what I mean? So, if you see that swinging around every now and again, I apologise, but she's quick.
No.
She's quick, she really is. I'm loving the movie that you're making right now, actually, Barbara. This is good. You'll get a copy of this probably when you wake up, or maybe even later, tomorrow.
That's cool, thank you.
Have you ever been a cartoon before?
Have I ever been a cartoon before? I don't. Only in that people have drawn. Like there was a young kid who did a slideshow, and I think it was the promoter's son. Drew us all as cartoons.
Okay.
And it was brilliant. It was fantastic, but not in a cartoon.
Okay, well, I'm sure Barbara sent you some crazy photos, cartoons of us.
Oh yes.
So be aware, you're going to be a cartoon.
Oh, okay, that's
She'll throw in some of those. And what's happening outside? What's that vehicle?
Everyone.
Daylight.
No, there's a vehicle out there.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Just wondering what their vehicle is.
I think
Might be a delivery boy.
it's a white one.
Yeah. Oh, Barbara, they've come to pick me up.
Yeah, no, yeah,
There's a white van
pick you up
outside.
all right.
Found out they found you at last.
Yeah, they have. They have.
They come to take you away, ha ha.
Haha. Very funny, Barbara. Yes. Well, Jabba is joining us. Nice to have Will with us. It really, really is. We've got about 2.5 minutes to go, and then we'll wrap this up. And
Yeah, I like da 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 da. It's
yeah,
a
I
D word.
love it too. In fact, everybody loves this. They really do. So, what I'm going to ask you, Russell, is when we wrap this up, will you come back for another interview?
Of course, yes. Of course I would. It's been my pleasure. It's
We'd
been
love-
very enjoyable.
We'd love to forward our relationship, get to know each other a little bit more, talk about your pedigree, of course, with a couple of rather interesting bands, and of course the future of TBelly and everything else you're doing. If that would be okay with you, we would love to be able to do that.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yes, it'd be fine. Of course
Awesome.
it-
Awesome.
My pleasure.
What is happening out there?
It's a white van and it's got one word on it.
What is it?
Ark.
Ark. The Ark's arrived.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I tell you what, last year, Russell, 90 days of rain, 90 nights of rain through the winter period, right?
Oh, right.
Just absolutely bucketed down. It wouldn't stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
I don't know whether you're religious or not, but in the Bible it says
No, I'm not, no.
it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, and some dude built a
I
boat,
did indeed,
right?
yeah. Yes, I do know that story.
Yep, well, we live here in the Bay of Plenty, 90 days of rain, 90 nights of rain, no bloody boat. Didn't see a bloody
We've had
boat.
a lot of rain here recently. It's been raining a lot here recently.
Uh,
It seems to-
Everywhere.
I think the police were starting a new taxi service. It was called Kayak. Dear, oh dear. Anyway, my friend, we will wrap it up right now, but just hang in there, my friend.
Yeah, no problem, mate.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today I'm joined by Russell from the band TBelly. Now, Russell, have you got your new King money yet?
Oh, no, I don't really carry cash anymore, so no.
Yeah,
No one
exactly.
carries cash anymore.
Exactly, yeah, believe
No,
me.
no,
yeah.
I haven't. I haven't even seen one.
Neither have I yet, but apparently there's plenty of them here in New Zealand as well, so congratulations.
Oh, okay, of course, yeah.
You've got new money. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, apparently.
I think if you manage to track down an old Queen one now, put it under glass, frame it. You never know.
Yes.
You might get 0.2 cents more than what it's worth right now, 100 years from now.
In about 100 years' time, maybe.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely. But you know, always thought she looked a bit grumpy on the nights. I've got to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, yeah. Can't blame her, really.
No, I can't. But isn't it amazing how much of a resemblance of the Queen Mother she looked in her later years on the nights?
Yes, but she did really. To be fair, I didn't take a lot of notice, but I think you're probably right.
Well, I think the truth is that they just used the Queen Mother's older and just zhushed it up a little bit, you know what I mean? They really had some fun. My friend, we do have to wrap this up right now, but I am going to ask you very, very politely, will you come back again? Can we talk about your
Yes.
pedigree in the near future?
Of course I will. I would be my pleasure.
Absolutely fantastic. It has been an honour and a pleasure to meet you, sir. It really, really has. Looking forward to continue continuing this relationship. Sorry, it's distracting having a camera swinging around in front of you. So we'd love to be able to do this again. In the meantime, folks, have a very happy and successful day. Join me back here tomorrow morning with Barbara between 5:30 in the morning for the breakfast show. Going to be an early one tomorrow because we are going into another city to pick up more equipment, so we'll be closing down the breakfast show about 9 o'clock. The rest of the crew will be taking over from there. Brilliant music anyway. Trust me, 24 hours a day. In the meantime, have a very happy and successful day. From me, it's Happy Radio, everyone. See you in the morning.